Hello and welcome to Joanne's Healing Within. I am Joanne Angel Barry Cologne, your certified personal trainer, intuitive healer, cosmic energy reader, mother, wife, and I'm here to help you see your best self in 2020. I'd like to take a moment to remind you to share, like, and comment on today's show. And also, we're on Roku. So you can catch all the latest shows, all the past shows, and have a marathon for that matter. So with that being said, I'd like to take a moment to give a shout out to my advertising sponsors, as I have 3 amazing advertising sponsors supporting the show every week, and I am grateful to them. To start off with, Sherry Simpson. She's an intuitive business guide. She helps her clients become the best versions of themselves so they can help their clients become the best version. It's a domino effect. Then we have Susan Joy Mitchell. She's an author, a nurse educator, and a Reiki practitioner. She has 2 amazing books available on Amazon and Barnes & Nobles. Her first book is Visions. The second book is The Lucky Starfish. And again, both books are available on Amazon and Barnes & Nobles. Then we have our third advertising sponsor, Gil Nicholson, museums coach and metaphysical practitioner, who helps veterans and survivors of all the birth experiences remove any traumas and dramas from their past experience and help them have a happier and more successful life. To reach her, you can reach her at 623-336-8202. I'd also like to give a big shout out to Bobby, who makes all of this possible on Strong Island Television and Strong Island Radio. So with that being said, I like to just take a breath and just ask you, how are you feeling? Since we have 4 planets in retrograde as of April 25th through present date, 3 of the planets will be in retrograde for 4 months. 1 will be in retrograde for about 3.5 weeks. So how are you feeling? And I'd like to invite you just to take a moment to put your feet on the floor. If you happen to be driving, just listen. Don't do what I'm asking you to do. You can come back and do this later. But those of you who are not driving, who's sitting, listening, participating, put your feet on the floor and allow yourself to get connected to the earth. So often throughout this time of the COVID-19, it's very easily to get distracted, get off track, and even become very foggy in our energy. In allowing ourselves just to take that moment to breathe and connect with earth allows us to get grounded and centered. And when we are centered and grounded, it helps us to focus. And when we're focusing, we're able to make better decisions. And who doesn't need to make better decisions? So I'd like to invite you to take a breath. And if you like, close your eyes. And in this moment, feel free to ask yourself a question, something that you would like some insight on. And during this cosmic energy forecast, I invite you just to be open-minded to whatever card that shows up for you, whether it's the chakra that's going to resonate with you, the affirmation, or even the number. I always like to say the number always provides a hidden message. So as I'm shaking up the cards, I'm just getting your energy in and seeing where we're going with today's reading. All right. Our card for today, and I'm very happy to say the card's upright. And those who've been following my show, cards can show up upright or in reverse. When the card shows in reverse, it just means there's resistance and the message is very powerful. Today's card is upright, so it just means it's very powerful. And who doesn't need to benefit from communication? How is your communication going? How are you communicating? Who are you communicating with? Who would you like to communicate with? And thankfully to goodness that out of the 4 planets that are retrograde right now, that one planet connected to communication is not, which is Mercury. So Mercury is flying nicely, so it keeps our communication flowing as well. But I ask you, who would you like to communicate with? Who would you like to open up a conversation with, a dialogue? Would you like to open up a conversation with a friend, a family member, yourself for that matter, your significant other, or even better, your higher self and higher power? Either way, communication is definitely the key to go. The chakra associated is your heart chakra. The heart chakra has 2 colors. One is green for the healing potential. The other one is pink, which allows us to tap into the higher heart, which is all about self-care, self-love, self, if you don't get the point. And it's all about really allowing yourself to feel more free and calm in the heart center, letting go of the heaviness with that pink energy. Your numbers 1 and 2. 1 is all about the new beginnings that you're going to be taking on and the new way you are communicating. With all that's been going on with the COVID-19, perhaps you're having some time to really evaluate how you do speak and perhaps getting into that space of learning to think before you actually speak or think before you actually respond. Because when we get into that space, it makes things flow a little easily, and it also makes conversations less stressful and resistant. Now, your 2 energy is the partnerships, the relationships that you're engaging in those conversations. So what I'm hearing with this card for this week is, who would you like to engage with in a conversation? Whether it's to set up a business proposal, or perhaps set up a proposal for that matter, a friendship proposal, talk about something that needs to be healed, talk about something that wants to transform. This is a great time to be doing all of that with these retrogrades, with the communication. Now, 1 and 2 does equal a 3. So that 3 energy in numerology is really all about the things we are creating. And after all, we are the creator. We are the creator to every experience we have. We are the creator to the things that are in our reality. And the creation is also a part of the communication. So whatever it is you are creating is where you get to communicate about it. And vice versa. What it is you are communicating, whether it's emotionally, spiritually, whatever have you, that communication shows up in your creativity, in what it is you are creating. So be mindful of that. So this is our message for today, the 3 energy and communication. So with that being said, if you are interested in receiving a one-on-one reading, should this card have resonated with you, feel free to email healingwithin76@gmail.com. And I look forward to connecting with you. We're going to take a quick commercial break as I see my guest is here, and we'll be right back. Hello, I'm Reverend Joanne Angel Barry Cologne, and I'd like to invite you to join me every night in the month of May on Facebook Live for our 31-day dance challenge. Come dance with me, dance party. Move your body and reactivate your chakras, 1 chakra at a time. Begin to activate your root chakra. Feel yourself getting grounded. Move that energy up into your sacral, feeling that sensual energy. Move it into your solar plexus, feeling secure. Bring it up on into your heart. Feel that love. Then express it. Tap into your 3rd eye and visualize. Connect into your higher self. 1 chakra at a time, raising your vibration. Join me every night for the month of May in our dance party. Hello and welcome back to Joanne's Healing Within. If you are just tuning in, I'd like to remind you to share, like, and comment on today's show. And for those of you that just tuned in, know that the card that showed up today is all about communication. So how are you communicating, and what would you like to change about how you communicate? I'm going to leave you with that information. So I'm really excited about my guest today, as I've been encouraging my guests to come on for quite some time now, and we have her here. So I'd like to introduce Valerie. As I said, I'm going to probably batch up her name, so I'm going to just leave it at Valerie for now, and I'll let her introduce her full name shortly. She's the CEO of the Women's Empowerment, I guess you'd call it Women's Empowerment Membership. So Valerie, it is so nice to have you here. Thank you so much for being here. How are you?
Thank you, beautiful Joanne. I am super blessed to be here today with you.
and thank you for having me.
Thank you. Thank you. Your audio is a little low. Is there any way you can raise the volume on it?
I will definitely try. How about now?
Oh, that is perfect. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So before I get into all my questions I have for you, can you just tell me, and the viewers for that matter, what inspired you to start the Women's Empowerment? What do you call it? A Women's Empowerment
I
Club? What do you?
I call it a movement slash sisterhood because
Thank
that is
you.
sound.
And what inspired you to start that?
Sure. So one day, I was actually at work, and I saw a video, and this video was showing a woman that was a model, and she loved to take pictures, and it looked like she was always happy and happy about life, but she was really actually suffering from depression, and
Mm.
she wound up taking her own life.
Oh.
So that video right there just sent this message to me that there are a lot of women that are suffering from depression and that need an outlet. And that's when I said, you know what? I want to develop a place where women could come, unite, and be inspired and motivated because not everyone wakes up self motivated. And I decided to go on Facebook because Facebook is a place where I have a lot of friends. And I started a page from one day to another. I had 1,000 women. Um, and what I would do is I would get up every morning and give them a message. I would wake them up and give them a motivational message. It would be short and sweet, but it was inspiring.
Yes, they are. And I hear them every day and I appreciate them every day because they are inspiring. And as you mentioned, as Valerie mentioned, you do not get up every morning feeling motivated to go and do what you need to do, especially now in the COVID-19. You know,
Yes,
this is I think the most essential time for that motivational speech first thing in the morning to get people up and going, specifically women, because yes, women have a lot to do, and as you mentioned, there's many women who might be sort of covering themselves up with a fake smile, so to speak, and suffering with some heavy stuff below. So yeah, so I thank you for having the sisterhood and also being a part of it because how you and I met is amazing. And then, I mean, just to share with the viewers very quickly, and then I'm going to dive into some questions with you, is the very first time I physically met Valerie face to face was on my 50th birthday.
yes,
And this woman went out of her way to make me feel special in reference that I went to this event that she held and but beyond my greatest imagination, she had a birthday cake there for me and all these other women who I've never met before. Well, very friendly group and made me feel extremely welcomed. And this was someone I've met for the very first time. Valerie and I interacted through Facebook, but
hmm,
never physically face to face. And this was my first impression of her face to face. And it was so warm and kind and generous that, I mean, it really did make my 50th birthday very special.
such a beautiful event. That day was your birthday, and we were also celebrating International Women's Day, where
Yes.
we had broadcasting live, which was amazing. And we gave back to the community that day. We had care packages that we gave to some women that were from the shelter system. And it was just an amazing event. Actually, that was the last event that we all shared it because then
Yes.
we got into the pandemic. So I'm kind of happy that that event happened because we got to be there, we got to laugh, we shared our stories. Everyone has a story. And in our group, we have a lot of women that come from the domestic violence background. And we have our queens sharing her story. She almost lost her life to her ex husband. And we cried with her, we danced, we laughed. It was just a really heartwarming event.
Yes, it
And I'm
sure
so
was.
glad to have
Yes.
celebrated your birthday, that amazing milestone with you.
Yes. Yes. Who would have known that, we would have came from that celebration of being with so many people in a social event to now being where we are, where we have to literally be socially distancing and, in what we're in right now. So yeah, it's a very interesting time right now. Yes. Yes.
It is. It's a little challenging, but I say, like I was telling one of my queens today, I said nothing is gonna stop us from uplifting each other and being there for each other. So we're all a
Exactly.
phone away or a video chat away. So we're always gonna have that outlet. We're never gonna stop what we're doing. No pandemic will stop the queendom.
Exactly, exactly. And as you always say, and I should have actually brought mine today, we always need to wear our crown.
Yes.
Always, yes, we always need to wear the crown, definitely. And even when we're not physically wearing the crown is
Right.
always on.
We always have an invisible crown. And
Exactly.
what I tell all the women is we are beautiful, we are strong, and we are determined. We are
Yes,
born queens. And some of us sometimes we lose the sight of that we are born queens. We should act like a queen. We should be treated like queens and be happy in life.
exactly. Amen to that.
Yeah.
Amen to that. So, with that being said, in reference to um, some of the questions that you and I have put together, what personality traits makes a good leader?
Well, to be a leader, I think most importantly, you must have a generous heart. You must be giving and you must want the best for everyone. Sometimes, as a leader, I put myself last because I want everyone else to move forward and I help them.
Mm-hmm.
And, it's not an I thing, it's a we thing. And that's what's amazing about this group. Right now, presently, we have over 4,000 women in our
Mm.
platform on Facebook. And I have a good 50 in New York that when I do events, they are there.
Yes,
And if they didn't feel the genuine heart that I have, they wouldn't be there to be supportive. So I think you have to
exactly.
be genuine, you have to be honest, and you have to always, first of all, never have preference on anyone. That is not a good leader to have preference. I love each and every one of my queens exactly the same.
Yes, yes. And yes, yes, yes. It's like a mom, theoretically, a mom loves their children, you
Yeah,
know, she may love their children differently, but
right.
she loves them all the same
All
because
the
it's just that's what it is, and that's exactly for you. Now, in regards to the events that you do over the last 2 years, how many events do you actually do over a year's time?
Wow. Honestly, it's a little hard to keep track of, but I do take a lot of pictures and I put them up on our site, on our Instagram, our Facebook. We've done a lot of giving back to the community. We've dealt with the domestic violence shelter. I remember one of our first big events was a back to school drive where the queens donated to the queendom. They backpacks. I supplied backpacks. Everyone brought pencils and notebooks, rulers, and different things to fill up this book bag. And we went to the Bronx to a domestic violence family shelter where they had children living with their mothers.
Mm,
We donated 50 book bags to these children. And it was such a great feeling to give to that community because the children are really important and they are our future. So
yes,
that is one of the first events that we did, but we do so much. We get out in the streets, we give back, we do sandwiches put together, different lunches, and we physically hand them out to the people that are presently homeless or living, out in the streets.
hmm,
We do a lot of giving back to our community. And I also, since we have so many women around the world, I started to go visit different women from the Queendom. Last year we went to Florida,
Nice.
Miami, and we did a brunch. We met some of the girls that are in the group that live in Miami, and we also did the same thing in our hotel room. We packed up cold cuts, sandwiches, some cookies, water, different little things. We put them together and we went out to the Miami streets and gave out also to the homeless. So we have been doing amazing work for the community.
You've been busy. Busy.
Yes,
Yes.
yes.
Yes. What we're going to be doing is taking a commercial break. But before you do, can you let the viewers know the Facebook contact that they can reach you at?
Sure. So presently, this group is only for women. I'm so sorry to the kings out there, but it's a women's group. So if you are a woman that needs uplifting or you want to be a part of a sisterhood, you could go to my Facebook, Valerie Padilla's Woman Empowerment.
Awesome. So we're going to take a quick commercial break. And when we come back, we're going to have more on the Women's Empowerment Sisterhood. We'll be right back.
Hello, my name is Valerie Padilla, and I am the founder of Valerie's Women Empowerment Group. May 25th, we'll be celebrating our second year anniversary. We have over 4,000 women. We inspire, we motivate, and most importantly, we support each other. So if you want to be a part of this amazing sisterhood, look us up on Facebook, Valerie Padilla's Women Empowerment Group, and you could email me at valerietka@gmail.com. Thanks so much. Wear those crowns because we're beautiful, strong, and determined.
When you open yourself up to actual energy work, makes that recovery progress so much faster. That recovery is possible. You do not have to live as a victim until your last days. You have unbelievable strength, and I know that because you're still here. Do you want to create something completely unrecognizable with your life? I can show you how.
Hello and welcome back to Joanne's Healing Within. If you are just tuning in, remember to share, like, and comment, and know that we are on Roku, so you can check us out there. And we're going to dive right back into our conversation with my beautiful guest, Valerie, who is the CEO of the Women's Empowerment Sisterhood. And Valerie. So, question for you regarding your events. And I'm going to put you on the spot here. Out of all the events you've had in over the last 2 years, which one was your most favorite?
Whew, wow. That is a very tough one because I promise you that any event that you attend with the Queens is like an epic event. It could be the smallest thing. It is so rewarding and so touching in each and every way. So that is pretty hard. But one that stands out the most would probably be our gala for our 1-year anniversary. That was an event to remember. It was beautiful. We had a catered event with the red carpet. All the queens wore a crown and their gowns. A lot of the women that attended, most of them never even got dressed up in a gown or went to prom or, so this was so big on so many levels. And some of the women brought their children and we spoke, we had different speakers and we had performances. And it was just a really beautiful event. So that one really stands out. But I must say there was another event too that I'm going to mention, which was for the children. We hosted a Secret Santa, and we gave back to the children of the community. All the queens donated these gifts. We wrapped them up. We had a Santa Claus dressed up, excuse me, and we gave the kids snacks, and we had pizza, and we gave them all a gift, and we danced, and it was really nice hanging out with the younger community.
Fun, fun, very exciting. So
Yeah.
now, what is one word that describes you?
One word that describes me, I would have to say determined. I
Ah,
think the word is really something that I could relate to, because when I put something in my mind, believe me, I'm determined to get it done. And
yes.
I used to, when I first started this group, I did everything alone. I had no one's help because I wanted to do everything alone. And then I said, you know what? I can't do everything alone. I need to use my
Exactly.
beautiful sister's input, and we could do this together. And it's a load off because it's a lot to do. To run a platform with over 4,000 women, it's a lot.
Yes.
And to have direct contact to me, because sometimes in the middle of the night, one of them is not feeling well or is having negative thoughts, and they'll contact me, and I answer them and try to comfort them. But thank God I have so many other women and sisters in this group that help out with that. They're healers, they're motivational, they have their own stories, so they can relate more to the other women. So it's a beautiful thing.
Awesome.
But I'm determined.
Yes, yes. And I'm going to add one more little word to that. Not only are you determined, but you're empowering.
Thank you.
How you
Empowering.
empower, yes. How you empower other women to do the things that they're doing and that they've never experienced on their own before. So, and it's like you said, it's a woman empowerment sisterhood. So, I mean, women coming together as sisters. So
Yes.
from my experience on that one day that I actually met all of you in person, from my experience, there wasn't any, what's the word, ego, or like, I'm better than you, or, this is mine. It was really like a sisterhood, where everyone was equal and caring and kind, and Lord knows opening. Everybody was very open to everyone who came in. So, meeting for the very first time felt like, I was connected to all of them, and I knew everybody, like I've known them for lifetimes.
Yes.
So you're very empowering. Yes.
That is the gift of this group, that we are so united.
Yes.
And we have, if one of us is sick, oh my goodness, everyone drops what they're doing, and we attend, we help out, we start a prayer chain. If someone loses a relative, we put together a GoFundMe, we do a collection to help out that other sister. So we're always thinking about each other. We're always very supportive. A lot of the girls have their own businesses that they have developed over being in the group, because they have developed their self-esteem, or now they feel like, you know what, I have a purpose. Yes. I have a purpose, and I want to do what I should be doing. And they've started their own businesses. And then we are the supporters, of course, and we encourage them, and we're there for them. If they have an event, we're there to support. So it's such an amazing group. I can't say it enough. Yes. And honestly, it's not, we go through our ups and downs, but it's something that we always talk about, because I feel communication is number one.
Which was our card for today.
Well, look at that.
Yes, our card for today, the message for today is all about communication. And like any relationship, communication is really important, because if you don't have communication, if you don't feel like you can actually share what it is you're feeling, even if it might mean, feeling upset about something, but being able to bring it to the table and have that conversation. Right. Because two people can definitely be in a space where the conversation might have been misinterpreted, or the other person might have misheard it, one way or another, but they come together and have that conversation to clear the air, which is important. That's why communication is key to any
Absolutely.
relationship.
Yes, yes. I'm so big on communication. I think that is super important in any relationship.
Yes.
That I am definitely for.
Yes, definitely, definitely. So in your journey here that you have going with your women and the empowerment group, what is your goal going forward with the group?
Um, my goal is to continue to get more women into the group because there's still so many women out there that need this movement in their life. Um, we are not only out in the streets giving to others, but we're also nurturing each other.
Mhm.
Online, a lot of the girls, they put up quotes, different positive quotes, and motivation. And I think more women need this, so I want to continue to grow our sisterhood. My goal is to have our own facility where we could hold meetings, different kind of activities, and just to keep servicing our community together in a positive way. So that is the goal, to keep growing and to have our own space so that we could hold our own uh, activities and events.
Beautiful, beautiful. And now since the COVID-19, what have you learned about yourself in the COVID-19?
Wow. I learned that I love being home. I learned that. I tell you, this was, I mean, it's unfortunate, the whole situation. But I think a lot of people needed this time to really reflect and to enjoy their families because I, for one, I am a busy bee. I'm always busy with my outside, my 9 to 5 job, and my queendom. And, it's a lot of women with different things, and I'm always planning events. And then I have my home to take care of, my handsome husband, and my child, my prince. And this time, it gave me some one-on-one with with both of them, and then as a family also. So I really enjoyed being with them. So I really missed being home.
Hmm. Excellent. Now, in regards to all that you do, and I mean, you just mentioned you have a family, you have a 9 to 5 job, you have your women's empowerment group. Where do you fit you on the schedule?
Oh, me, I'm 24 hours. Believe me. I always make time for myself. I always
Awesome.
take time every day to reflect, to pray, to meditate, and also to pamper myself. I'm very big on self love. And
Awesome.
that's what we teach the women to not forget. Even with the pandemic, a lot of the women weren't putting on makeup or doing their hair and just kind of just, you know, being comfortable, which is fine. But I told them, dial yourself up, feel good,
Yes.
give
Yes.
yourself your own pedicure, give yourself your own manicure, blow out your own hair. Let's learn to do things that, you know, we should be doing for ourselves.
Yes.
Enjoy, book, you know, have some time and make sure you dedicate, you know, some goodness to yourself.
Awesome.
So
Awesome.
self-love is number one, and I'm definitely practicing that every day.
Awesome. I'm glad to hear that. So now
Yeah.
here's my big question that I ask most of my guests on the show. In regards to yourself, where do you see yourself 5 years from now?
5 years from now, let's see here. I definitely see myself uh, living in Florida. I definitely would like to move to Florida
Mm-hmm.
and definitely continue the movement. I would not let go of my baby. I call it my baby, the
Yes.
Empowered Group. So yes, I see myself continuing the inspiration that the world needs, the women, and inspiring them, and just I want to continue to grow as a person. I want to keep learning, and you know, that's really what the plan is.
Awesome. Awesome. So we're going to be taking another commercial break, but before we do, let the viewers know again how they can reach you through Facebook. And if you have an email address, if you wish to share that, otherwise we'll keep it with Facebook information.
Yes, they could definitely reach me at ValerieTKA@gmail.com. That is my email. I respond quickly. If there's anything that anyone would like to contribute to the platform or needs any information, there's a lot of resources available. And on Facebook, Valerie Padilla's Women Empowerment.
Awesome. Thank you so much. And there's a flyer with all that information too, so they'll be able to see that as well. So we're going to take a quick commercial break. And when we come back, I'm going to be asking Valerie to share some tips on how one can start their own empowerment group should they want. And also, if Valerie's open to it, giving her a card reading. So we'll be right back.
Awesome.
Hi there, my name is Sherry Simpson. As an intuitive business guide, I help female service-based business owners to grow their business using their intuition, helping you to release the blocks and limits preventing your growth and allowing you to get the aligned action steps to take to grow your business. You can reach me at sherry@sherrysimpson.com, SHERRY@sherrysimpson.com. I look forward to helping you grow your business soon. Namaste.
Hello, my name is Valerie Padilla, and I am the founder of Valerie's Women Empowerment Group. May 25th, we'll be celebrating our second year anniversary. We have over 4,000 women. We inspire, we motivate, and most importantly, we support each other. So if you want to be a part of this amazing sisterhood, look us up on Facebook, Valerie Padilla's Women Empowerment Group, and you could email me at ValerieTKA@gmail.com. Thanks so much. Wear those crowns because we're beautiful, strong, and determined.
Hello and welcome back to Joanne's Healing Within. I am Joanne, your host, for those who are just popping in now and for the first time maybe here. And we're going to dive right in as I have my amazing guest, Valerie. She is the CEO of the Women's Empowerment Sisterhood. And I like to ask Valerie, what tips can you give, whether it's a man or woman who's interested in starting their own empowerment group? What tips can you provide?
Okay, so definitely you would need to, I think now with the social media, everything is so much easier. So definitely go to social media and just start off with your family and your friends. You could develop a page, a private page, or sometimes a lot of the people, they start it on their regular page and they just start to give out this information, this motivation, and voila, you got it. It's funny because there's a place that I go to get sandwiches, and the gentleman, he's like, oh my goodness, I love what you're doing with the women. I wish us men had something like this. I told him, start your group. You could do it.
Exactly.
It was
exactly. You may have to start a second group just for men.
Yeah. What's funny, Joanne? That I had 3 young boys come to me, and they told me they wanted to start an empowerment group, and if I would help them. And I
Awesome.
thought that would be amazing, a children's empowerment group.
Awesome. Awesome. Thank you for that. Thank you for sharing. So now here's the big question for you, which I offer to all my guests, a cosmic energy forecast reading. So two questions. You can go about this one way or two ways. First way is you can ask a question that you would like some guidance on. The second way is you can have the higher power offer you some guidance. Which way would you like to go?
Let's go with the higher power and the guidance. Let's see what you got from me.
All right. I'd like you to just say your full name that's on your birth certificate out loud 3 times.
Sure. Valerie Padilla. Valerie Padilla. Valerie Padilla.
All right. Valerie Padilla. Your card is new relationship. New relationship. And what this means, what I get here from this card, is that you are on your way of forming more new relationships with thousands of other women. You know, and even though you already do travel, I see that through this COVID-19 and this whole process of doing everything remotely, you are going to be reaching so many more people. And that when we do get the okay to be able to like really move out there and travel more, I do see you're going to be starting some major organizations elsewhere as well. And you're going to be doing a lot more traveling, which means, yes, you're going to have to really delegate some of the work that you do here, because the reality is you're not going to be able to be in 2 places at the same time. So that's what the new relationship's all about, developing a new relationship in many different places. And I always say anytime we have anything new, it's really important, which is the root chakra, the red energy, is to get grounded. Because sometimes when we have so much going on, sometimes it could be overwhelming that we're not able to really focus in on what's really important. So grounding is the key component here for you, is to stay grounded so you can stay focused on all that's coming up for you, so you can be right in the right path and not to be distracted. Your number is 2 and 8. So the 2 represents all the different partnerships you're going to be enduring. The 8 represents the abundance that you're going to be gaining from this, but also the harmony and balance that you are bringing and helping to bring into people's lives with the work that you are doing. And that works out to be a 10 energy. So the 10 is all about all the new beginnings and the leadership roles that you are introducing to all these women, and even the men for that matter, in stepping into their leadership role and being more independent and not being so dependent on someone else to doing things. Like you said earlier, doing their own manicure, doing their own hair, putting their makeup on, being independent. And that independence definitely leads into leadership. And as we step into our leadership role, it helps them to really become the better version of who they are. So you're really doing a lot and helping a lot of people. Also, that 1 energy followed by the 0 also shows that there's a lot of potential that you have and many choices that are coming in. So there's going to be a lot of doors opening for you this year in this 2-year anniversary of your sisterhood. So this is an amazing reading. Does it resonate with you?
I love it. It definitely resonates. And I could relate. I could definitely relate. I would like to share that today one of the queens reached out to me, and she is donating 10 pizza pies to the queendom so that we could give it to the essential workers. So awesome. I think that was amazing. So yes, new opportunities are coming. And our 2nd-year anniversary is May 25th on Monday. We have an online gala that we're going to be doing. So I'm super excited. Thank you for listening. It's beautiful.
Thank you. Thank you. And congratulations and happy anniversary on your 2-year sisterhood event coming together. And this is so beautiful. I'm looking forward to see how so many more things unfold for you and the sisters, and just keep empowering all the women and all the new women that are coming into your group. You're doing an awesome job. I don't think you needed to hear that from me, though. I think you already knew that. But again, just for the viewers, let them know how they can reach you one more time.
Yes, you could find Valerie's Women Empowerment on Facebook, Valerie Padilla's Women Empowerment, or you could email me, ValerieTKA@gmail.com. I just want to say thank you to you, Queen Joanne, for your services and healing and loving, caring, and motivation. I would like to also thank my moderators and all the girls that are part of this group. We are one, and we will continue to push forward and overcome during this pandemic, and just continue to support each other.
Awesome, awesome. And I'm looking forward to the 2-year gala and seeing everything that comes out and unfolds over the next week in your anniversary. So thank you again for being here. We're going to be taking a quick commercial break, and when we come back, we'll be giving the conclusion of today's show. Hello, I'm Reverend Joanne Angel Barry Cologne, and I'd like to invite you to join me every night in the month of May on Facebook Live for our 31-day dance challenge. Come dance with me, dance party. Move your body and reactivate your chakras one chakra at a time. Begin to activate your root chakra. Feel yourself getting grounded. Move that energy up into your sacral, feeling that sensual energy. Move it into your solar plexus, feeling secure. Bring it up on into your heart. Feel that love. Then express it. Tap into your third eye and visualize. Connect into your higher self. One chakra at a time, raising your vibration. Join me every night for the month of May in our dance party. Hello, I'm Reverend Joanne Angel Barry Cologne, and I'd like to invite you to join me every night in the month of May on Facebook Live for our 31-day dance challenge. Come dance with me, dance party. Move your body and reactivate your chakras one chakra at a time. Begin to activate your root chakra. Feel yourself getting grounded. Move that energy up into your sacral, feeling that sensual energy. Move it into your solar plexus, feeling secure. Bring it up on into your heart. Feel that love. Then express it. Tap into your third eye and visualize. Connect into your higher self. One chakra at a time, raising your vibration. Join me every night for the month of May in our dance party. Hello and welcome back to Joanne's Healing Within. I'm your host, Joanne, and I'd like to thank you for being here today and sharing in another show. And I want to remind you that, again, for those of you who are interested in receiving a one-on-one cosmic energy, or known as the Chakra Balance Numerology Cosmic Energy Forecast reading, all you need to do is send me an email, healingwithin76@gmail.com. Please include your name, the time that you're available, and we can discuss the questions or whatever not that you're looking to have guidance on. Also, for all of you, I am available every Sunday night at 8 p.m. for online free card reading. So all you need to do is come join me on my Facebook page, which is Jab Barry, J-A-B, last name B-A-R-R-Y. And I'll be available this evening. I go on for about an hour from 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. Eastern Time. Everybody's welcome to get a reading. All you're going to need to do is comment yes, and you'll get a reading. Also, for some more fun, lots of fun going on in my life. You can join me every night, Monday to Friday at 11:11 p.m. Eastern Time for our 11-minute meditation and one card pull. And that is on our Zoom link, which you can catch that link on my Facebook page. I post it every night at 10:30 p.m. so you can join me there as well. Meditation is a great way to help ease, calm yourself, and find some joy and peace during this COVID-19 and at any time in general. And also, let's bring on the fun. Come join me every night for the month of May for my Come Join Me dance party. I do this usually at about 10 p.m. Eastern Time every night. And if I'm not doing it at 10 p.m., sometime throughout the day, I do come on and dance, whether it's traditional dancing or some sort of movement just to get us going. Because again, movement, dancing is a great way to activate your chakras. And one of the most important factors that's going on right now with COVID-19 is activating your chakras. That helps to keep your immune system strong and stimulates your nervous system. Your nervous system is connected to all of your organs, and as long as your organs are healthy, you will be healthy as well. And most important, which I just found out not just found it out this week, but reality of it all is, as long as your vibration and frequency is high, the COVID virus cannot live in a high vibrational body. So it's another reason why you want to dance and you want to meditate. And some other ways that you keep your frequency high is also through working out. Any way that your body is going to stay active and activating your chakras. So come join me. Many different events. Again, just to recap, you got the 11-minute meditation, 1-card pull at 11 p.m. Eastern Time. I'll Come Dance With Me dance party at 10 p.m. every night for the month of May. And then our 1-card reading, free readings on Sunday nights at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. All of that takes place, and it's all free. And I look forward to connecting with you all next week. Till then, have a great rest of the day, many blessings, and namaste. Bye-bye for now.